Hello, friends. Welcome, Stan's Cutlery Universe. Um, Today or tonight, I just wanted to do a little channel update, a little bit of a rant too. Nothing bad, just a lot of things going on. I've been super busy getting stuff done around the house, getting ready for Christmas, getting ready for, just everything. First Christmas with the grandson. Of course, he won't know what the heck's going on. He's only 5 months old, but still cool. Um, but channel update coming in the new year. I am going to be doing my best to post a video and a short every single day, Monday through Friday. Uh, that is my goal. I'll do it as long as I can, as long as everything works. However, if I get busy with stuff, then something's got to give. Either it's a video or a chat, or not a video or a chat, video or a short. There'll probably still be a short, but the video might drop off. I also, my rant is just, I love this knife community, but at the same time, it's frustrating at times. It's like if you're not part of the in crowd, I guess, or in group, I don't know what the right word is to say. You kind of get left out on things. And I love seeing knives, but I get so tired of seeing the exact same knives. Like, oh, there's a new Rosecraft coming out. Channel A does it, Channel B does it, Channel C does it, Channel D does it, Channel E does it, Channel F does it. Oh, but this one had a slightly different cover. It's the same knife. Big E, how you doing, man? It's the same knife. Show something different. Uh, it's like Big E does case knives. He does all sorts of different case knives. But what I like about him is he does have some new stuff, but he has some older stuff too, which is cool because you don't get to see the older stuff every single day. Um, and like I said, it's kind of a rant. It's not meant to be rude. It's not meant to be hateful to any of the channels that get the drops of the new knives, the new Jack Wolf, the new this. That's cool. Hey, good for you. I'm so happy that you get that and you're allowed and you're able to. It's really rampant in the modern knives that where everybody does the same knives. But just have a little bit of a show something different. I mean, I, you know, what I love is so many people like don't really follow me because I love like good fixed blade. Well, you know what? In what reality is a fixed blade not a traditional knife or even a modern knife, depending on how it's set up? That's what I don't understand. I love the knife community, but at the same time, I hate the knife community. And that's not meant mean or rude or anything like that. That's just meant it's just like I said, if you're not part of the in crowd, it seems like you just get left out on stuff. And if you're not showing the high dollar knives a lot of times, or if you're not restoring a knife, and honestly, restoration in the car world, somebody restoring a car means the car is exactly like it was when it came off the assembly line. Okay, so that means no modifications, no nothing, just restoring it. They restored it to original. Now, if you resto mod it, that means you've restored it and modified it some. So a lot of times, people say, oh, I restored this knife. No, you really didn't. You brought it back to usability, but you did not restore it because either the blade was broken and you modified it. So in my eyes, it's a resto mod or whatever. Big E says 100%. You hit it right on the head. Yeah, if you're not, I'm thinking you're hitting on the if you're not part of the in group, you know. And I don't mind. I have never been part of the in group my whole life. High school, the Marine Corps, work. I've always, for lack of better terms, marched to the tune of a different drummer. Um, but I don't want anybody to think that I'm saying really bad things about them. It's not meant that way. That's not what I'm saying. It's just I love all the people's perspectives on the knives and stuff, but how many can you watch of the exact same knife? And it just, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to end up hurting and pissing off a lot of people, but I had to get this off my chest. There's nothing wrong with getting the new knives and stuff, but I am just amazed at how many views some of the channels get when they're showing the exact same thing that this other guy showed too. It just I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'm just whining because I don't get a ton of views. I don't know what it is, but I had to get that off my chest. That and I wanted to say, Randy WSG, I already miss you, my friend. We never really spoke other than we was on a live together. Never really spoke otherwise, had called each other on the phone or anything, interacted a lot in chats and stuff. He had a big heart. I was hoping, I was planning on reaching out to him and seeing if I could get his address. I had some knives that I have duplicates of I wanted to send him that I thought he might enjoy because Randy, like me, I believe, enjoyed all cutlery. Didn't care if it's expensive, didn't care if it's inexpensive. He enjoyed cutlery just because it's something that's neat and, something to mess around with. But that's all I'm going to say about Randy is that you're already missed. Thanks for everything you did for the knife community. It is appreciated. My next thing is like I said, coming the new year, I plan on trying. I am going to drop a video and a short Monday through Friday. I am going to take the weekends off to spend time with my family. And just, I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. If you're not Christian or you don't celebrate Christmas, Happy Holidays. It's just, I'm a Christian. I celebrate Christmas. I hope you don't take any offense to it, no more than if somebody was Jewish religion and they said Happy Hanukkah to me. I would not take offense to that. That is their belief, their religion. I would just say thank you. And I'd probably honestly say back to them, Merry Christmas. Because, it's not, you're not trying to insult anybody. You're just giving greetings, with what you believe in. With that being said, I'll show one more fixed blade and then I'm going to get out of here. I've been working on a humidifier all day. It's an old one we had when we was in our rental that we needed. And man, you know what? You let those things set for a while, and they have all sorts of leaks. So I've been working all day trying to pinpoint little leaks. I'm down to one last little leak, and I'm just letting it go right now. We're going to run it out of water, and then try to figure out where it is. You can't. There is no spot where like you can just look and go, yeah, that's where the leak is. It's just the damn thing's just it's just a pinhole leak. But man, sitting there running, it dumps a lot of water. That was a tack assault. Right there's the box. That's a Frost Cutlery brand. I'm not proud. I have some high dollar knives. I enjoy my inexpensive knives. I really do. I have fun with them. That's something that's going to happen come the new year too, is I'm going to be doing more reviews and stuff of those. Hey, how you doing, Todd? Thanks for joining in. I'm going to be doing more reviews of those because I really want to see if these Pakistani-made Bowies and stuff that I've been buying are total crap. I watched a video on how they're made. I think I mentioned in one of my videos that there's a big city called the Wazanzibar. It's the biggest knife, wholesale knife, cutlery, whatever you want to say, bazaar sales place in the world, I guess. And man, I watched the video and it's amazing. Their Damascus is real Damascus, at least the ones that I made. The way they save on the cost is they forge out the blade and then cut it out, and then they make a handle out of just regular steel. I don't want to say soft steel, but regular steel. And I'm doing good, Boxes Comics. How are you doing? And and then they weld it together, and then they do it, and that's how they save some money on the steel, so that the whole thing is not Damascus. That and the fact that Damascus has gotten actually more inexpensive to make now. You can actually get a decent knife for not a lot. But I was thinking, if anybody's got any good ideas on what would be good tests for these Bowies, or buoys, whatever you want to say, I would like some ideas. I think I'm going to use it like chopping on some nails, wood. I've been watching Forged in Fire, so I'm getting all sorts of good ideas because I want to see if they're really worth it. Because I remember as a kid, you'd get one and I would beat the holy hell out of it. And yeah, I had to sharpen it again, but I never broke one. And I mean, I had no remorse. I just beat the hell out of it, Oh, cool. Thanks. Todd, I'll have to check that out. He says, picked up a monster knife. You should like just sent you a pic and text. I will check that out, man. Absolutely. But yeah, I don't know. I had to get that off my chest about, stuff earlier, and just what's going on with the channel. I hope people will enjoy it. I guess I want to either prove or disprove. I get so many comments on when I do the Pakistani boat buoys and stuff about, oh, why are you buying that junk? Why are you buying? And then I'm thinking, man, I used to beat the holy hell out of these. And I will admit, I had some that were crap. So what I've been starting to do is I will buy from one distributor, try something, see if it's. I don't beat the heck out of it to start out with. I just make sure that the build quality's decent and it looks decent. Run a file across the edge of the blade to see if it is hardened. And so far they are. I mean, I couldn't tell you how hard they are. You know what HRC they are, but they're hardened well. And yeah, I think it'll be fun. It'll be interesting to see how they stand up. Am I totally wasting my money when I spend anywhere from $10 to $50 on one? Am I just peeing in the wind because I'm wasting my money on them, or is it a good option for something that you could get, have some fun with, and enjoy for maybe years? Who knows? But yeah, it'll be interesting to find out. Maybe the people in the comments are right. Maybe I go out there and the first thing I hit, the damn thing comes apart, or it just dulls instantly. Like the first, hit a piece of tree and it just dulls. Can't cut nothing. So I'll have to check it out. It's going to be fun. I just got to build a test regime so I can try different from different manufacturers and sellers, so it's a constant thing. And then I can also say, hey, if you're interested in one of these, go to this seller, go to that seller, because they tested out good. Radio Geek. Hey, Stan, how you doing, Radio Geek? Good to see you in here, man. But yeah, I just wanted to get a little bit of a channel update and some rant off my chest there. Hopefully I didn't piss anybody off with my rant that I said. It wasn't meant mean. It wasn't meant hateful. It just meant I get tired of seeing the exact same knives and the exact same, one person comes in and says, oh, this is the coolest blade. I've been collecting these for years. And then all of a sudden there's 20 other channels that all of a sudden are collecting the same blade. And it's like, you never until that heard anybody say anything about it, and you're just like, wow, okay. I just find it very humorous, and it reminds me of high school. You know, uh, you know, Timmy Tumbo over there decided that this was the coolest thing to wear, and because he's cool, everybody else decides it's the coolest thing to wear. So it is what it is. That's just life. I think it's funny. It actually makes me laugh. That and the other thing I have to complain about a little bit is, I watch so many people's videos and channels and always try to comment, and even if it's something that's not necessarily my cup of tea and I don't watch the whole video, I'll make a comment like, okay, cool, not my thing, or something about, hey, that's pretty cool, or if it's something that totally, just is not at all, I might just say, hey, have a great day, but I don't get a lot of reciprocation in that. Like those people don't come back and watch mine. And I know some of the bigger channels, it'd be hard for them to watch. Out of 5,000 subscribers, let's say 2,000 are also creators. So it'd be hard to watch 2,000. And I know, like I said, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I enjoy what I enjoy. The one thing I will say is, if you're hanging out with me and watching my channel, I am this way, whether I'm on here or I'm just talking to you every day. I don't put on any false pretense. I don't put on any whatever. What I like is what I like. You might like something that is just totally like just not my thing, that I just am like, wow. But you know what? I will give you the courtesy of listening to you talk about it, because I can see the excitement that you have for that item or that thing, and that's just the way it should be. Thanks, Radio Geek. I appreciate that. And it's just It's just that's how I feel it should be. It's like uh, I run into somebody I haven't seen in a while. We start talking. I listen to what they have to say, even if honestly, I hate to say it, I could care less, but I want to listen to what they have to say because it's important to them. And I might miss something if I don't listen to that. And I hope I get that reciprocated where they listen to what is important to me and then I talk about it. Um, yeah, YouTube's kind of weird. I'll never understand how the algorithm works. I watch some of these channels that are not knife channels that are like the really big channels, and I'm like, these people are morons. And then my wife says, yeah, that's why people like them. And I'm like, what? She goes, yeah, they like to watch dumb people. I'm like, well, that's kind of rude. Oh, thanks for boxes of comics. I appreciate that too, man. Says I always watch this. But yeah, I don't know. I just think it's hilarious. Oh wow, getting all sorts of things. Oh, I appreciate that, Todd. I know you do. I know you do. I appreciate that you watch mine too. And I know mine's not everybody's cup of tea. And I know some of my video quality is absolute. Well, like this one. Look how well this camera's doing. But you know what? I decided I just let it roll the way it is, and it's what it is. You know what I mean? I just, I don't know. It's kind of funny. Oh, exactly, Todd. I agree. It is hard to keep up with all the channels. Immortal Biggie Shack says morons are entertaining. That is true. I hate to say it, it is true. Yeah, I'm surprised I don't have more subscribers then. But no, it's just it gets frustrating sometimes when you try to do the right thing by other people and it just seems like they don't do it back. And I understand. I don't expect anybody to watch every video I do. I mean, hell, I couldn't even handle that. I'd get tired of myself. But it's nice if maybe once a week you see somebody that you haven't seen a comment from pop in and say, "Hey Stan, how you doing? Cool, what? Cool this, cool that." Hey, cool. And honestly, I'm guilty of that too. There's a few people that I didn't even think about Big E knives. I haven't seen any of his stuff pop up in my thing for a long time. I think YouTube struck. I gotta go check if I'm still subscribed to him. And why the hell does YouTube do that too? People I watch all the time. Maybe, like I said, maybe I don't watch two or three in a row because it's just okay. I'm not, I'm busy and it just get dropped. And then all of a sudden it's like I'm unsubscribed to them, and I'm like, I did unsubscribe. Okay. Or it changes my preferences because usually when I'm subscribed to somebody, I say all. I'll look at all and I'll decide if I want to watch a video. And all of a sudden, I'll be down there where it's customized, and I'm like, well, who the hell customized it? That's funny, Biggie. Oh man, I agree. I agree. It's so hard to keep up. And then I'm not gonna lie, there are some of my favorites, like Todd, their Pocket EDC, Radio Geek. You do a really good job. There's a bunch of channels that Tobias Gibson. I really like his stuff. I like his outlook on things. And honestly, it's funny. He could almost be my brother from another mother. We both like fantasy buoys and stuff, and it's like, okay, yeah, they're probably not the coolest thing. They're not this, but we enjoy them. So it's like, yeah, I like that type of stuff. It's fun. Some of those knives I have, would they ever be able to? I mean, if you sharpen them up real well, they might be able to do some damage. But some of them are just, but they're fun to have. They're fun to dink around with and be a goofball with, and just I don't know. I think I'm letting my true geek shine out here. Oh man, but yeah, there's this, and the thing is too is like I like both traditional folders and I like modern folders, and I like fixed blades, and it's like, and I like comic books. Oh my gosh, I gotta go check comic book stuff because I have that. Oh, I'm probably so far behind there. I'm gonna spend a week just watching those. It's hard to keep up with all the channels, and it just you can't do it. But like I said, all I would ask the community is get a little bit more find something different, When a new knife drops, don't everybody jump on board and, you know, end up for a week having 20 videos of the exact same knife. I mean, yes, they're cool, they're awesome. Don't get me wrong. I like those knives. I do, but I don't need to see it 20 times. You know, um, if you want to show that, hey, I got it, maybe drop a short or something, because I feel bad when I don't watch somebody's full video. Maybe I'm just stupid. I don't know. I hear you, Todd. Says I've had my fair share of medieval replica daggers in my youth, lol. Hey, Jo, thanks for joining in, John. I appreciate that. I got to do a sack pack video too for you, man. Take care, Radio Geek. John, I just got in a I don't know like anything about Swiss Army knives. I bought a book. I'm reading. I'm learning. Um, the book I got is mostly on the history of them, which is kind of neat. But I was hoping to find one that like tell like the different what I don't. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't understand like this. Like, oh, this one has a screwdriver. This one has a corkscrew, so it's this or that. You know what I mean? But no worries, John. Uh, so I got to do that. I just got in. I won a batch of different Swiss Army knives from eBay. Some of them are pretty neat. So, like one's got a little pen in it and stuff. It's pretty cool. I got to drop, but I need to learn. I need to just to sit down, take the time to learn what each one's freaking called. I mean, I know a bunch of them are the exact same model, so that won't be so bad. But it's just they're really neat, though. I didn't realize all the crap that Swiss Army knives could put in a little knife. It's like holy crap, So yeah, I got to do that. Yeah, thank you, Todd. I was going to say there was a website. I couldn't remember what it was. He just put Sack Wiki. Yeah, I got to check that to try and figure out what knives I have. What's cool is I got 2 pink ones, and my wife, once I clean them up, they have pink scales. She wants them, which is cool. They're just a little, small. I can't remember which one they have, what they're called, but they're pretty cool. Like I said, I was looking at them. I thought all of them were pretty much the same. Then I started realizing there's little variants, and I was like, okay, this is cool. And then the Tang stamps are different and stuff. And I guess there's a couple of them that are relatively old because it's like a 3-line or a 4-line. I can't remember. I got to look at them again. Okay, cool. Oh man, no worries, John. I enjoy your videos. I have fun with you. You are, every once in a while you'll drop a knife that's kind of like a new drop, like Rosecraft or something. But you put out some really interesting, different stuff, and I like that. That's what I like. I don't like what everybody, like I was saying earlier in my rant. I get tired of seeing 20 knife channels when like the new Jack Wolf drops, and they're all saying how great it is. Yes, we know how great Jack Wolf knives are. I have one, or do I have 2? I can't remember. They're great knives. They are. I can't always afford them. Or the new Rosecraft. Those are great knives too. And yeah, they're affordable, but I can't always I can't seem to keep up with the drops. Rosecraft would be one I'd maybe do. Might not drop a video on it because everybody is, but it's just I get so tired of that when something like that drops at just everybody. And like I said, it's even worse in the modern knife society channels. It's like there'll be 50 of them out there with the new Civivi Dudawaka or whatever, and it's like, okay, after you watch like 3 of them, you're like, okay, they're all the same, what do we got? Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of, Todd. Yeah, they're a huge sacks are Swiss are a huge rabbit hole. I agree. Oh man, John, I agree. Flea market finds are so cool. We used to have a cool flea market around here. It was about 20 miles from me. Gosh, growing up, we'd go there like every other week. My dad loved flea markets. Had a little auction that they'd do every Sunday, where you just pulled your vehicle up, sold whatever the heck you was going to sell. Man, that closed down. Our closest flea market to me now is that'd be Midland, so that's about a 2-hour drive. Oh no, hour and a half drive. But I try to get there every once in a while if we're on the road going down to see family or something. and they're open. So it's kind of bummer there. And our it's so sad. Our secondhand stores up here because living, the biggest area around me is Traverse City, Michigan, which is I grew up there my whole life, and it used to be you could have a nice life and live and not go broke. Now it's like all the higher rich people from Chicago, Detroit, and areas like that have their vacation homes up here or have came up here to live now that you can, tele whatever. And man, everything's so freaking expensive up here. It's one of the most expensive areas in Michigan to live, and yeah, it sucks. So even our thrift stores aren't very thrifty, So that's funny, Todd. I can't even afford to look at it. Jack Wolf, LOL. I think Taylor Swift tickets would be cheaper. You might be right. Yeah, I like Todd's refurbishing videos too, John. I really do. And that's something I was saying too. So many people say, "Oh, I restored this knife." And it's like, no, technically a restoration is you bring it back exactly the way it was when it came off the factory floor. Refurbishing is you're making it nice and usable again. Yeah, that's. That might not be a bad idea, Todd. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Todd's saying he's got the same problem I have. So hard to find a knife at a pawn shop or flea market. Our pawn shop, there's nothing. Literally, you walk in and yeah, you get a ton of the Chinese made new stuff, which I don't mind, except I can buy it like on eBay or hell, I can go to Cutlery Corner and buy it cheaper than what the pawn shop wants for somebody's old knife. It's like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Todd says he's almost to the point of scanning obituaries for older fellows that left widows just in case. That might not be a bad idea. I tell you, I've kind of thought that myself. It's like, yeah, see what there is. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to do a channel update. Wish everybody a Merry Christmas and get the rant. Like I said, I had some stuff I wanted to get off my chest about stuff, and it's nothing bad. And I hope nobody takes my earlier rant as in a bad way. It's not meant that way. It's just it gets frustrating sometimes. But I think everybody has their frustrations. Holy crap! I've been blabbing for 27 minutes. I think I'm going to get out of here. Hey, I appreciate. Dark sometimes I agree. It's just life is good. And all the rant was about, Todd, is this. I said it again. It really is it seems like if you're not part of the in crowd, you don't get all this stuff. And I get so tired of seeing the exact same knife like 20 times in 1 week when it drops. And maybe it's jealousy on my part because I know a lot of those channels get them for free, because it's advertising for the companies. So maybe it's jealousy, but I just don't know how many times you can watch on the exact same knife. I mean, especially when it's back to back to back in the same week. For me, it's like by the time I watch the second, probably actually the third one, I'm just like drooling on myself. And that's not meant mean to the people that do them. They do a good job. It's just how much can you say about the same knife? You know. Oh, I will, John. Oh, Todd, I never even thought about that. Yeah, being Canadian, there's some knives you just can't get, especially you're saying your border guys won't even let knives through that are legal. In fact, wasn't it Rosecraft that said they weren't going to mail to Canada anymore? I think it was. I think that was you that dropped that too, wasn't it, Todd? That you got seen a text or an email or something. Yeah, that sucks, man. I mean, heck, Todd, if I knew for sure we could get them through and they're legal for you, so that neither of us get in trouble, I'd send them to you, man. I'd pick them up and you could just reimburse me. But I bet this is my wife, so I'm going to end this stream. Oh, it's not my wife. It can ring then. Nobody I want to talk to, anyways. But I still do need to end the stream. It's just it's this has been fun. I didn't mean to go 30 minutes. Sorry about the phone ringing. Yes, SMKW won't even see. Wow. Yeah, man, that just sucks. I mean, if they're legal, why the hell won't your people at the border let them through? That's like saying, a Ford F-150 is legal, but we're not going to let it through. because it's built in America or something. I don't understand that. I don't. There's a lot of stuff I don't understand though. I will do a sack pack, John. Probably maybe next week or something. I got Christmas, of course, the 25th. Then got my 25th wedding anniversary on January 1st. So that's kind of a big deal. My wife and I were hoping to go somewhere, but with her training and with other stuff coming up, it looks like we're not going to go anywhere till closer to the end of the year. So hey, it is what it is. That's how life is. Okay, hopefully it gets better. I think CBSA, is that like Canadian Blade Society or something? I don't know what that is for sure. Yes, John, I have stickers from you. I think I even have a sack pack sticker. I just, like I said, I've been intending to do one, and I hate to admit it. Oh, Canadian Border Services. Okay, Todd. I hate to admit it, John. Sometimes I get knives in and I set them off, and then I stack other stuff on them, and then I forget what I have. And sometimes that's why when I tell people I have a knife they can have is because I bought two of them and I didn't realize I bought two of them. So, if it's something where I see somebody saying, "Hey, I missed out on this," or "Man, I've been looking for one of those and I got a duplicate," I'm like, "Hey, send me your email. Send me your email. We'll exchange addresses and I'll send you one, man. Or just give me your address. I'll send it." Because in comic books, I love having duplicates, but in knives, it's like if somebody else can get some enjoyment out of it, I'll send it. But hey, you guys take care. I appreciate y'all so much. For those of you still hanging out with me, I truly appreciate it. But oh my gosh, it's 7 o'clock already. I do got to get going. I got to get dinner ready. My wife called about 45 minutes ago saying she'd be about another hour. So that's why I thought that phone call was my wife. But thank you all, guys. I appreciate you all so much. Like I said, if anybody watches this later and sees the rant and gets offended, I apologize. It wasn't meant to hurt anybody's feelings. It was just an honest opinion. That's all it was. You guys take care. Merry Christmas, everybody. Live long, prosper, and collect your own way.